Worst run of form ever. That's 3 games in a row. Fuck's sake, man. I just literally fucking through. Another 50 today, yeah? Man, you don't have to do that today. They're just a bit slow, you know? That's it. That's some big. Yeah, but you went fucking over there. What's the reason? Yeah. What are we going to do? of this. Look what they're doing. I dropped two. Next over. Yeah, he dropped one. Did you drop one? Good lad. You were telling him before? You can only have 5 efforts. There's no such thing as power play. No, it wasn't. We didn't play power play yesterday. Oh, we didn't? No, we actually didn't. No, Billy kept it like that. Right? No, we actually didn't have it. Yeah. Boys. बहुत अच्छे शाबाश लगे रहो कोई नहीं काट भाई
ولا سړی ته صاف زور چې زه به تللی یم خوشحال نه و که اشتیاق زور واته
Well, my apologies for my late arrival today. Domestic violence isn't going to solve itself, apparently. Kept me at work a bit longer than was ideal. So you join us on the Sydney Parade Monday night cricket. Pembroke fourths. Who are we playing today, Justin? Adamstown thirds. Well, I believe they have something like 10 teams there now. This is a refix. Well, it's all happening here. Is that 2 and 2 balls? 2 LBWs. Rafe Garland probably get the hook there soon now. However, next in, Kashal. He'll be looking for the boundaries. So he'll... Not quite the way he wanted to spend his Monday night, but it did look pretty adjacent. So, score has moved on to 41 for 3, and this is the 8th over. Azizi, how are you? I'm good. Missing a cameraman at the moment, but there you go. I'm sure he has everything under control. So Adamstown will be fairly cock-a-hoop at this. 3 down in the first 8 overs. See young Bruce Whaley padding up. Cashel uses a 9-iron. No call from either batsman. There has to be a call. Certainly the energy levels amongst the fielders have picked up since they've picked up 2 very quick wickets. I'm positive that Trishal is aware that this is a T20, but he's playing himself in first few balls. It's a beautiful evening in Pembroke tonight. Wide signal by Rafe Garland. That'll take the score on to 42 for 3. But it's a beautiful evening. The sun is shining. There's a bit of heat in it as well at the moment. Now, of course, we're at the time of year where that can change very quickly. I saw that it was... Hey, it worked. Because I tuned in as soon as I left work, and then it kind of, I could see you were only on one camera, and then suddenly, bing, the other one suddenly appeared. So I knew you were tight for time as much as I was. I'm amazed I only missed 6 overs. 10 past 5 now, everybody heading home. I wonder how many people are watching this on the bus. Feel free to get in touch. You can either get us at... Oh, that's a big hit. It's high, and it's going to reach the ground. Single for that. As I say, if you want to send us any feedback, I'm available on Twitter at CraigPCC. That's my Twitter handle, I believe we call it. Just includes me in your thoughts. Nicely played. Just take the single. This is it now. We just need to build some runs. If you don't want to umpire, give out a couple of LBWs. Your teammates will have you off that pitch as quickly as. But that will give Rafe a chance probably to pad up. Evening, Rafe. Good. Sean Irene wrapped up for November, except for the flip-flops. Classy. Black socks and flip-flops. Hey, Sean. So 8 overs gone, the score is now 44 for 3. Our 2 batsmen are both on 1. Oh, that's well fielded, a point. Slapped to the ground. This is our only midweek game this week, isn't it now? What time is that kick-off at? Well kept. Definitely saved at least another couple of runs there. Still a wide. One onto the total, takes it on to 45.
Kicks off at something crazy like half 11.
Yeah, I'm not going to make that one.
Really?
Yes. Don't think I'd get Friday off. I was actually looking at the schedule for the Women's Cup Finals as well. That's a Friday at 4:30. I suspect Cricket Leinster will have their own commentators for that one. At least I hope so, because the chances of me getting out of work are somewhere between slim and. Now, I don't have an Adamstown team sheet, so I can't tell you names of bowlers or fielders. But of the two teams, you've got to be thinking that Adamstown will be the happier at the moment. They'd certainly be looking at anything less than a run of ball as being eminently chaseable. Nicely played out to mid-wicket, but fielder there, that's another dot ball. Keeper just making sure that doesn't go past. That's an interesting fashion choice. The +4s. Fielder just behind square on the leg side. He's pulled up his trouser legs and he's given it the old Payne Stewart. And sockless as well. It's certainly a fashion statement. He keeps pulling the trousers up. He likes those ankles to be exposed. And that's a single.
I've seen you do this maybe 200 times as well. You're hanging out with him too long. This is the Robin special.
So none of the Pembroke batsmen have really got going so far. And here we are, 1 over shy of halfway through the innings. Pembroke score of 50 would be a base, but 3 wickets lost doesn't help. Oh, that's popped up in the air, but again finds green. Gravity wins. Now, what was that cry for? What was that? What was that cry for when it went past? Was it a strangled appeal? Now that's got to be 6. That hits the fence at the Park Lane houses. Not even the wall or the hedges or the bushes. It goes straight into the fence. That's made a change in the field. Fielder's now gone out to the fence, out to the rope. Still not far enough out for that last shot. He clubs that one round to square leg. Just a single. wisely just take a single. Good man, Bruce. By and large, the Adamstown bowling seems to have been quite tight so far for the 3 overs I've seen. However, at this stage, Rohit is looking for boundaries. A 6 and a 4 off that bowler, I suspect is going to change something, whether it be bowler or style of bowling. No coffee today, Niall, I'm afraid. But this is my dinner arriving. I got home, she said, how long are you going to be before you get home? And I said, oh, I'm on my way now. I walked in through the door, she said, are you going out again? Yep. Straight back out. What's that appeal for? Might as well be timing. It was square leg. Utterly ridiculous. So that's halfway through the innings now. The score has moved on to 61, so just over a run a ball. But Pembroke must be looking for a target, to set a target higher than a run a ball. 120 will not put a dent into Adamstown's ambitions, that's for sure. Thank you, my love. Beautiful evening, isn't it? Oh, look at the daggy. It's a full service, isn't it? And that's what they're for. Michelle getting hit on the pads, but outside leg. I think he was safe enough there. That's a nice shot out through the covers, but there's a fielder there. Gives Kushal another single. Moves him on to 11. Considering his other 2 scoring runs have been a beautiful 6 over mid on, over long on, and a cracking 4 through the covers. Big swing, and I hate to say it, but no ding. That's got to be wide. And it is wide, and the umpire signals it wide, and one goes onto the social to show it was a wide. So we're saying wide.
I think that one was a wide.
And in summary... Another one wide down the offside. This only works if our bowling is more accurate than their bowling. Batsman steps back, bowler aborts his run up. Pembroke's starting to look for the fences now. These 2 have been in for a few overs. Wicketkeeper's very good at stopping those runs down the leg side.
Definitely.
Full toss. Full toss gets exactly what it deserved. Came down at exactly the right height for the batsman, and he sent it back on an even better arc. It went into a garden, and I suspect they won't be finding that one for a while. But it will give me a minute to finish the first half of my wrap. The good news is, I mean a wrap filled with sausage, bacon and egg, and not one which involves what they call singing these days. This game will not finish before dark. You're just not finding that one. Well, these guys are just standing on the bench on the wall and looking over the fence like they're expecting the ball to suddenly come to them. I don't think they're in any danger there because none of them are going over the wall. Is it red and round there, Sir Hill? Leave it there because if you bowl that ball again, you can go and get two at the same time. Oh, wicketkeeper deciding. No, he was wearing a helmet earlier. I wonder what he did there. The umpire's self-doubt being dealt with. Justin's cry if there's one left in the over. And the rate has certainly moved on a bit. Gone from 6 and over to nearly 7 and over. So Ryan keeps the last ball of the over out. It's now 71 off 11. 3 wickets down. Cashel is on 11. Do it yourself. Amanda, this napkin is only good for one thing. It's a thin napkin. If anyone can tell me what the one good thing a thin napkin is good for, you can do it on Twitter, including the Twitter handle @CraigPCC, all one word. It's fired down the leg side, it's gone wide, and Rohan is straight down the other end. He did very well, picking up on the fact that there was a single there. Signal by the umpire as well. Crinkle of aluminium foil, keeping my dinner warm. Good ball, well kept out. Ryan Bowser, he doesn't just swing the bat at everything. Sometimes I wonder if we should install a dual carriageway here for the amount of people that come through. Well, that's come off the edge of the bat. It's going to run down towards third man, but there isn't a third man there. The long stop, surprisingly for this wicketkeeper, finally gets there.
Keep talking, mate. Yeah, keep talking out there.
Now, Rohan facing. Bowler does very well to lie down next to that one. This is a change of bowling after the last bowler went for 10 in 2 balls. despairing cries from the sideline as Shovey, who got 4 today, starts telling the batsman who's on 11 not out what to do. Cracking shot. Wide mid off. Fielder's here. The Pembroke side now will be feeling slightly less uncomfortable. These two have steadied the ship. Why does it always steady the ship? Surely there must be other things you can steady. That's a cracking shot by Cashel. And as one of the fielders said, that's a slice of cheese. Individually wrapped slice of cheese. Can you guess who got a good night's sleep last night? Can you guess who is delighted to be out of court today? Sometimes you despair for humanity, and then you come and watch a cricket game, and everything is restored. Nice equilibrium of good and bad, yin and yang. Cricket always seems to be my yang. No news on how the women are doing tonight. I'd have thought Graham Mooney would have been watching this game on his phone and texting us the score of his game. Graham, of course, who's opening the batting for the women's first tonight. Oh, it's hit past the first fielder. The guy in the deep juggles it, throws it back, but somebody is backing up. Now, Rohan facing. Late adjustment to his shot. I was looking over at the crowd of small girls over there, and I could hear a voice that sounded adult, but I was looking at the different heights of the girls, and it was hard to pick out who the adult was. Oh, he's got something on that. It will only be a single. Now, as much as that cry from the sideline of he's the only bowler, I think we'd all disagree, because 3 wickets fell then to non-bowlers. And I'm sure...
Batsmen giving away wickets or the bowlers taking them.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. Justin, how many of your wickets do you think you've taken, and how many do you think batsmen have given you? Taken away from you. Yeah, but sometimes, you know yourself, sometimes you work out a batsman and you might bowl him a couple of outswingers and then one that comes back through the gate, and you've worked him out and you get him out. But what I'm saying is most of the time it's batsmen change their mind during a shot, or batsmen go for the wrong shot, or they premeditate, or they can't run between wickets. And most batsmen sort of hand you their wicket. Talking of which, how was Shovey out today? I'm going to put a cattle grin in here for those bloody things. Good drain cover will sort that out. Yeah. Yeah, you both... You know, yeah, you can almost sense their patience ticking away. Now, into the 14th over. Lucky 44. Guy at deep square leg, extremely disappointed.
Thank you.
Well, it's like that one where you already know the answer to your question. Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely appeal. Oh, yeah. 7 for the appeal. 7 for that appeal. It was brilliant. Brilliant. Were you in line? See, that's how you get him out. You don't need LBWs if you can hit the sticks. So that must have been a useful little stand between the two of them. Must have put on 30 odd. But Cashel tumbles. And we see now striding to the crease one Bruce Whaley. Bruce Whaley. He's not just on his way to the nets for a game of Stumpy, he's striding out to the middle now. Lovely 6, Cashel. Like the 6. That's T20 for you. It's all or nothing. So now Bruce Whaley takes to the middle. Got a few runs to the 4th the other day. 20 something. Bruce letting that one go past him. That's it. That's it. Get those feet moving, Bruce. He calls his partner through. His partner has no choice. He gets there. Possibility of overthrows. Well done, Bruce. Bruce off the mark straight away. That takes the score on to 82. And now Ronan will find out what running between the wickets is really like. Bruce will be far more assertive than Cashel was. Cashel was just looking for the boundary. But now Bruce will be looking to get down to the striker's end. Oh, backing up nicely, but not too far. What to our bin? Bin yesterday was good. As I say, there's a distinct lack of bins out the front of the club. Just anywhere, really. Emmett Lemon. I can't believe his name is Emmett Lemon. Did they give you a team sheet, Justin? Ah, that helps. And were there many pictures on it? Yes. Ah, GDPR, isn't it wonderful? Greatest impediment to the freedom of information there has ever been.
14 gone.
Yes!
14 gone, it's correct.
Fancy asking the scorer if he's correct. But yeah, unbelievable. Bruce looking just to run that one down to 3rd, just to cut it past first slip. Wait until they're doing it, Justin. Oh, Bruce plays it beautifully down to 3rd man. There's a man after it, but there's nothing to stop Bruce. Oh, Bruce slipped at the non-striker's end. Says no, leaves Rowan on strike. So Bruce moves on 2. The score moves on to 83 for 4 in this, the 15th over. These regular score updates are brought to you by David Murphy. David Murphy, who complained? David Murphy says, I was watching it with my dad, kept saying, say the score, say the score. So the next mission, of course, is to get every side a tablet. For the FIS, obviously that tablet will be Sulfidine. But for the rest of the teams, live scoring is an option. So much easier than scoring a book now. It enables the rest of the world, including Niall, to grab that information off the World Wide Web. Lots of talking going on. The field comes in a lot closer for Bruce. That could be a mistake by Adamstown. Square leg quite sensibly staying out. Might have seen Bruce play before. Looks like one of the youth players. Bruce leaves that one. It goes for a wide. So Pembroke are going to have to bowl well to defend this total today. Bruce again plays one down through the slips cordon. There is a fielder down there, but that won't stop him getting the single, and more importantly, getting the senior player onto strike. That's a good ball. He lets it go through. Yes. Well, there isn't too much evidence of the ridge left now. I still think it's there. I still want to bowl from John's end. I still want to bowl. He's cleared the field up. That's going for 4. Or is it? Yes, it is. He just managed to get enough onto it. So 4 more takes the score on to 90 off 15 overs, which coincidentally is a runner ball. So Pembroke will want to kick on for these last 5 overs now. I'd like to reach 140, but that will take some doing. What's our viewing figure at the moment, Niall? How many people have tuned in on a Monday night?
We'll be in for 2 or 3 balls and then close. If you have a goal, you use it.
Afternoon, sir. Nicely played by Bruce. They're going to take the single off the midfield. That fielder's way too close for Bruce Whaley. Bruce will be happy enough with him there. Means he can just push it past him or through him and pick up the single. No danger of a run out there. There's a car behind the sight screen. I didn't know better. I say it's Becca's car. No, that's Dave Elms. Let me explain why he's down there, because he's checking out the rugby pitch and the net. That's a lovely shot. That's not going to be a catch. Keeps it down to a single, but it wasn't going to go far enough for a catch. Rohan needs to be coming slightly wider than that. Field comes rushing in now for Bruce Whaley. Crashed at the man fielding at close cover. Again, Bruce has no compunction about having a fielder there. He's just looking to push it past him. Nice shot up to mid-on. And that concludes the over.
That's fine, roll on, keeps the strike, love it.
16 overs gone, 4 to go, 24 more balls. So with 4 overs to go, Rohan has got to be looking for the fences, whether it be over extra, down to wide third, or even behind square on the leg side. Those are the areas with the least cover. And they take a single from the first ball, just pushed into the leg side. Adamstown don't seem to worry too much about that single there. But now with Bruce on strike, the field comes in. The guy from Cow Corner is coming inside the ring. The guy at mid-wicket is coming inside. In fact, it's all the batsmen, fielders on the leg side who have come in by varying degrees. Good pace. Didn't faze young Whaley though. He was after it. Well, that'll be it. He'd play that shot. My director's suggesting that the ramp shot or reverse sweep is on for young Bruce. And to be honest with you, just bat on ball, Bruce. That's all you need. Doesn't have to be smacked. Bat on ball, turn over the strike. That's a cracking shot behind point on the offside. Full toss, and he was onto it so quickly. He's hit it so far, it would have been at 4 if the men's first had been playing. Right across to the railway line. Super shot. Just this time he didn't try and overhit it. He just let the ball come onto the bat and put it away. Super shot, 4 runs. And all of a sudden, Adamstown making changes to the field. Score's now 97. Bruce Whaley's now on 8. Oh, it's missed by everybody, and that's why we have a long stop. This wicketkeeper had done so well earlier on stopping everything going down the leg side. I did wonder why he had a long stop. Umpire! I wouldn't ask him anymore, Justin. Just put it down. Just put it down to the batsman. Bowlers would very quickly realise what you were doing and say, hang on a second, signal that as a bye, please. Not on my figures. Well played, just plays it down to the man behind. Direct hit would have had him in trouble. As it is, Bruce with good running gets there. Gets a sort of nod of consolation from his partner, apologising for... Where's Shovey? Does he mean metaphysically or? So last 3 overs, 99 on the board. Pembroke will be looking to leap to their feet and applaud the 100, no doubt. Various debates about whether he played a shot of that or not. You can make up your own mind. If it's a bye. Yep.
There you go. Wasn't trying to avoid us. He did actually try and get out of the way and let himself get bowled around his legs, maybe.
Oh, shot of the day. Bruce Whaley just sees where the gap is and drops the ball a long way, and they're going to get 3 for this. That's well run. Very sensible cricket by Bruce Whaley. Some of his more senior partners could take a leaf out of his book. Just saw where the gap was, dropped the ball into it and gets 3. Now the field spreads again for Rohan, although they have nobody out here at extra cover. This time he smacks it square through mid-wicket, and the only point for running after that is if you want to keep the overs per hour up. Encouragement being shouted in from the sideline as Rohan now moves on to 31 and the score moves up to 107. This back end of the innings now, he'll be looking to put everything out of the park. That will just be a single, unless, no, just a single. Sensible throw from the fielder. I'd like to announce I'm now taking my jumper off because it's that warm in Pembroke tonight. So if you are at home and live locally, I can certainly recommend coming down here for a bit of sunshine and start your week properly. So Bruce just taking his time. How many times are we going to say this over the years? Big swing, keeper doesn't pick it up cleanly, and that's the over up. So with 2 overs to go, the score is 108 for 4.
Epic great. It's right off the sticks.
Beautiful, beautiful play. The impetuousness of youth. That is superb to see. Lovely little dink.
Right in the gap. And then they're going to run it. Sure.
To get 3 for it.
We're going to get the full replay. We are, they're taking their time for me.
Changing the field. They've brought a fielder in from the boundary into the ring. One would have thought that the priority at this stage is to stop the boundaries. Big shot, big shot. Scatters a couple of the girls training down there. And that's a lovely 6. And that takes the score into 114 for 4. That will take Rohit on to 38. Now, 12 more required for him to get a half century. Will he get there? Still no word from Graham Mooney, who's out with the ladies this evening. Rohit now cracks another one. This one could get cut off by the fielder. So they're going to get 2 for it. That's 8 off 2 balls. Well run, Bruce. Comes down the track, smacks it straight to the fielder at long on, long off. And brings Bruce back on strike. Now, Bruce, if he plays the same shot he played in that last over, there is a huge gap here. Nice shot. Good single. No. I think Ben Stokes would disagree with you there, Justin.
No, Ben Stokes didn't want it. He'd no choice in the matter. He'd no choice in the matter, yeah. The first game was wrong. You can get an extra run. No one knows what they were. They didn't even show an angle that gave away where they were when the ball was thrown.
You're in his head now, Ro.
Oh, that's a no ball. That is such a no ball. Did very well to get his head out of the way and get his bat in the way. Takes the single down to long on, and now Bruce Whaley will be facing the ball after, which should be a free hit, but isn't in these divisions. $120 for 19. Bowls the bouncer. And Bruce Whaley gets run out in the desperate search for runs, but that's a super little knock from Bruce. Super 12 just at the right time.
Strike ease out there.
Bruce, love the shot, mate. Love the shot. So, the new batsman is... Who's that? Big hit. That's going to find grass, and when it'll run, there's going to be a couple in it. They've got to be looking for three, although Rowe well batted Bruce. Loved a little lap round the corner. So we enter the last over of this first innings. Score 122. Every single run now is a help.
Sorry, use the ball there. Stephen has one left.
Steve or Stephen. Bowler number one. He's quick. Not out, and they get through for a bye on the wide. Takes it up to 124. I do feel the fielder here at deep long off is about 20 yards too far up the rope. He should be down closer to the main bar. That's where Rohan likes hitting it, through extra. Full toss, and you might not be seeing that one again in a very long time. That went a huge way. That is a massive 6. That almost cleared the trees at the Wheelfield Gate entrance. It was certainly a big hit. Did you enjoy it? Good. That's the important bit. No, what? That's a no ball. It should be at least a warning. Got to have a word with the captain about that one. One more like that and he's got to come off. Umpire apologising to giving out to the bowler. He's the one who bowled it. It should be the bowler apologising. I saw no apology come from the bowler. Another full toss, this time played out square leg. They get a single. One to come, is it, Justin? Oh. Gonna get messy. Just if he bowls another beamer. That's 4 all the way. That's exactly where I was suggesting the fielder should be. He may be quick, this bowler, but there's a touch of the aerosol about him. He's spraying it pretty much everywhere at the moment. 12 off the over so far. It's another one hit well, hit hard. Fielder does very well with a one-handed pickup, keeps it down to a single. That was very well fielded. Nice shot. Square on the leg side. The fielder's there again. And now we reach the final ball of the first innings, and Pembroke by... Scorer's enthusiasm getting better of him there. So one left and Pembroke are at 139. These last couple of overs have given Pembroke... And they get 2 off that final ball that went higher than it went distance away from the wicket. And that brings the score in at 141. And Rohan, in fairness to him, it slipped by in all the excitement, but he has got up to 57 today. Fine knock, and definitely one that Pembroke can hang their innings on. That's a super knock. I'd say he's a little bit weary after that, and certainly showed some of his colleagues higher up the order what was possible. Well done to Kashal for providing a bit of support to him, and well done to Bruce Whaley. Well batted, Rohan. That is a good innings. So Adamstown thirds will require 142. I'm sure Niall now has at least 78 replays to show you from that.
Well, right now we're watching the last ball.
So I will say goodbye to you for a moment, and then we'll see Sean O'Reen unleashed. Well, welcome back. We start the second half now with Adamstown looking for 142 to win. I'm sure one of them is going to be doing the book. Somebody doing the book? Anybody doing the book? How are we going to keep the score? I'm sure somebody's going to keep the book. No, if you do it in Pembroke's book, do it in Pembroke's book, because Pembroke are the ones who have to submit the score. And this is the scoreboard control.
Good start anyway.
I really am going to invest. Yeah, I'm going to go to one of those, you know, these game exchange places and all that, where you can buy somebody else's porn. I mean, somebody else's tablet. And I'm going to buy one just to carry around so I can do live scoring. It's amazing how easy it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm joining the box now. I say in the box at this picnic table. Hey, Claire.
De facto box.
By Sam Jones.
Thanks, Greg.
Welcome. Bowler's name. Ikhtiar.
Yeah, thank you.
Ah. As long as people can hear us now, that's all we really worry about. There you go. That's. That writing is the live side.
Ooh. Start with a dot.
Oh, that's gone through the batsman.
And
Surprised at Chauvin there.
yes.
He's usually so eager to be dizzy.
Adamstown
Now wait
sneak
for our
by.
director to tell me that my mic is live.
The tricky right hand left hand combo at the crease.
What?
A disaster for captains everywhere.
Yes. Having set 2 fields every over.
Yeah.
However, this will be interesting. Left
Sticking-
arm around.
Sticking around the wicket.
That's a good ball.
That would be why.
It off to a fine start. If you go onto YouTube, Pembroke Cricket Club, and it's the live game.
Follow it. Tell everyone. Scored. Ooh. Bit of confusion.
That's a hell
in
of
the
a
middle.
call from the non-striker there of yes, from 22 yards away from where the ball was. No, called yes, but stood still.
A nervy start.
Do these two not bat together usually? Have they met each other before today? Oh, there's another one onto the pads. It's another one that's pitching outside leg, I'd say, though.
would have
Left
thought
arm
so.
around.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Yeah, it's not going to get an
get it.
LBW that way.
Certainly not.
Left arm
Not at
around
that
to a
length
left hander.
anyway.
No. My goodness. Better chance of bowling him around the legs than anything else. This batsman reminds me, in a very sort of strange way, of a left-handed Derek Randall. Just looks busy. Nice shot out to mid-wicket. Sayawash Safi gets there. He'll keep it to 2.
It's the end of the over. Adamstown, I believe, are 3 for no.
Well,
loss.
nobody's operating the scoreboard at the moment, so... Get it to match now and give it to me. So,
Batsman number 22 is in, apparently.
it's alright, batsman number 44's got his pads on. Hey, Ross. Ross, was it a late one on Friday?
Sorry? Not late, but it was late, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you. I was just pointing not to get the game in, like.
Well, hopefully at some stage soon.
Yeah, well, we have the team now.
Now I've seen you in action and seen Alex Fox in action.
Alex hasn't lost the team.
He hasn't, has he?
No. Hasn't lost it at all.
Ah. So Justin Doherty now out from the nursery end. Oh, the batsman just waving his bat at that one.
Yeah.
I've seen that shot a few times this season.
Indeed.
He's Justin is the Glenn McGrath of the junior
Mr.
teams.
Reliable.
Absolutely.
Mr. Reliable, yes.
Absolutely. Just short. 4 runs.
With a baseball swing.
Yeah, that's all right. Justin won't mind that.
Wouldn't have
The
thought
next
so.
one's just as likely to take the edge as anything else.
Yep.
This batsman strikes me as one who lives by the sword and dies by the sword. There will be no second guesses as to what he's going to do.
Ooh. Another play and miss. It's a good comeback from Mr. Doherty.
You'll probably find that the next shot will be a massive heave now.
Yes.
We've had our little game, we've had our little fun.
Rafe could be in the game at long on.
Rafe could also be out of the game because he's not far enough back. And he's on the rope.
Ooh.
It was going to bounce in front of Sean. He was quite right not to go for it.
A nervy chip nonetheless.
However, this batsman is getting frustrated by Justin. He wants another one he can hit.
He does. Justin won't give many of them away.
Here it is. Big swing.
Ooh, chance.
Oh, Sayawash has put it down.
Dropped the cow.
Oh, Sayawash had it in his hands and it came out again. They were just hard hands.
Just didn't stick.
Hard hands. That is a shame.
Yes. But you were correct in that he lives by the sword.
He can't help himself.
That is one chance gone.
Now, the captain's
Will he get
bringing
another?
himself across. For the left-hander now, the field changes dramatically. Rafe Garland comes into the circle. Kushal goes out. Sayawash comes in. Sahil has left Bruce Whaley as the man on the square leg boundary. And in fairness, no better man. to leave
Indeed.
there. And he's got a wicket. That's
Bowled
it.
him.
Absolutely. Cleaned him up. Leg stump. It was just a big hoik.
It was.
There was
It
no
was.
real footwork there. And he plays this shot as he walks off. I can tell you that is not the shot he played as the bowler bowled.
First off, we have to draw. Here's the
Well, Sayawash will be happy to see a wicket go down, but he's still not happy with himself for having put that one down. He apologises to Justin and heads off for his lonely little vigil back on the on the leg side. And the first wicket has fallen with the score on 8.
Yeah, massive hoik across the line.
Big hoik.
You miss, you're done for.
Oh well, if you'd hit it, it would have gone a long, long, long way.
very low though.
Oh, don't stand on the wire.
Little consolation
I'd hate
to the
to see you go
batsman, no
up and
doubt.
smoke. We might get a mat for that, actually. I might get a mat for the inside. Sam, you're on your
Hannah
own.
leaves me.
You're on your own. Just Phil.
Of course. And that ends the second over, with the score now at 8-1. The wire has been sorted. The third over starts with a shot to cover for no run. Bowls. Oh, it's another one. Another bowled. And all of a sudden, Adamstown looking in a bit of trouble. 8 for 2. Another ill-advised shot at this stage of the match, you'd have to think. Coming down the track. I think he did, yeah. Probably may have been a nice half volley had he stayed in his crease. But yeah, exactly, can't take anything away from the ball. Any bowlers watching? Follow that lead. Eight for 2, Pembroke on top here. Can Adamstown find a partnership? Thank you, Craig.
There we go. So, 8 for 2. What happened there?
Another bowled. He came down the track, tried to find a 6 over mid-wicket and got cleaned up.
Well, this is one of the situations that Niall and I were talking about during the break. You take a couple of early wickets, and this 141 will suddenly seem like quite a daunting total.
Puts the pressure on very early.
But again, when you send out 11 IPL players, one suspects that 2 of them might come off.
Wow, indeed.
Good short ball.
Yes, very nice.
Garland is going to make sure nothing comes of that. Good to see Sean Irene coming in for it too.
Yeah, a lot of activity in the field early.
So
Always a good sign.
Out there now.
Oh yes. Oh, and something's gone wrong there.
He says not out.
Looked high.
He waves his hand around. I don't think it was out.
Looked high from here, Craig, I thought.
He's also bowling with such an angle that one has to think that.
You're going to have to be on your stumps for that to be given.
Yeah. In fact, most of the time it's going to have to hit the stumps for it to be given.
Another good follow-up.
I think the umpire signalled that one was too low. It was either that or else it was going down leg, and let's say it was going down leg. Right, so after, what's that, 3 overs?
It is 3 overs, I believe. And the scoreboard is showing 8 for 4. I believe that should read 8 for 2. Yes.
Tell you what, how about I take this away here, and all I want you to do is look at the board occasionally and say, that's wrong. Okay? Now, we've got batsmen,
The lead commentator has taken control of the scoreboard. So we should find a bit more consistency with that in that regard. Justin to continue.
just look up every time you do something in the book.
Oh, another play and miss. And, solves the wire problem anyway.
What, to me? Here? Right, remind me I'm doing the scoreboard as well now.
We haven't needed it for about 7 balls.
Justin
But we'll
just
need
drops
it.
one down. It's going to hit grass before it hits a player. Sean Irene gets in there. Rafe Garland backing up sort of 20 yards behind him. Didn't think it was travelling that fast across the ground.
Yes, probably.
Just a single. I have a feeling now. Let's see if we can get this batsman's name. What's this batsman's name?
Adi Sharma. Adi Sharma.
Oddy.
Adi.
Addy. We'll just go with Addy.
Who just got the run?
That was the one that hit the shot.
You just hit it. Craig, would you like to update the scoreboard?
Oh yeah, shit.
For
Who hit it? The number 3 or
first
the number...
task. Oh, and he's nicked off. That's surely out.
Really?
Oh my word.
Really?
That looked a blatant nick from here.
I'd like to see that again on replay.
Oh my.
That's the sort of thing that will start a row.
Some controversy. Wow. Pembroke looked convinced, and it certainly looked like an edge from here. The batsman's claiming it's off his pad. As the scoreboard trouble continues. Ooh, just drops short
So that's batsman
Off
number
mid
4
off.
hit that, yep. That's dreadful.
and the batsman gets a single.
Did you see it, Noel, or have you shown it? There's no way that hit his pad. That's shocking.
Yes, the replay would
Suggest.
appear
No, that's...
it was a definite edge. And Shovey moves up to the stumps now. Should stop the batsman coming down the track. Doesn't stop him swinging.
Clears race head. Sean Irene has the pace to get round.
The
He
boundary,
collects it.
and he keeps it to 1.
That's 1 for number 3.
You can't help but feel another catch chance maybe coming
Is the
shortly.
scoreboard right? I will be asking you every time now. Good evening.
Oh, that looks close, and the umpire gives it
That one
immediately.
is definitely out. I don't think Niall even needs to show a replay of that. I think the batsman will come and tell you it's out.
Here it goes, back leg straight in front.
It was less back leg and more groin.
Yes.
It wasn't covering anything
you're
but
on
the
your
stumps
knees.
there.
Yes.
Right in there. Oh, inside leg.
Nonetheless, I don't think the batsman can have too
So
many
that's
complaints to that
batsman
decision.
number 4. He's out for 1.
And he makes the most of his
And batsman
non-call
number
behind
5 comes in.
by getting 1 run.
Yes. Well, how many times do you have something like that where something doesn't quite go right, or there's a question mark about it in any sport now, golf or
Yeah.
badminton or whatever, where the next point you suddenly ascribe to God's influence? I told you the other one was in.
It happens so often.
Yeah.
There's an instance, Gloucester-Surrey, the one-day cup final, and Liam Norwell was bowling. He had a caught and bowled and threw it up in the air immediately. And because he hadn't, the umpire deemed him not to have control of it. Gave it not out, and he got I can't remember who was batting, but he got an LBW 2 balls afterwards. Yeah.
That's always nice. So, no change in the bowling yet.
Well,
There's 4 overs gone, aren't there? Scorer. See, this is the trouble with these.
oh yeah, I know.
Keep
Yeah.
forgetting what's what. And you can't just cover it with paper because it doesn't work that way.
Oh, a play and a miss.
It's less a play and more a hoik, I thought.
Well,
There's certainly no culture about that shot. But had he connected, it would have been affected. Oh yeah, absolutely.
there's
There's a scoreboard, right? Question you will hear me ask many times. In fact, I should tell you the score, listener. But I'll do it in a minute because that's another wicket down. That's batsman number 3.
another cracker of a ball, you have to say.
It was,
Middle
wasn't it?
stump left, out of
So these
place.
wickets are tumbling at a fierce rate. 4
Yes,
wickets,
you get a
4
feeling.
overs.
You
This
get,
is the 5th over.
get a feeling the light might not come into this at all.
Yeah. Very well bowled. Sailwash should be
You
feeling
must
a bit
say.
better about his drop catch now.
Yes. Yes. And well, you have to make Pembroke heavy favourites at this stage now, I think.
Well, 130 required from 16. No?
I don't believe me either, but
Sorry, I was catching up on messages too, just in case any of our listeners had decided to.
It sounds about right.
131.
15 now, because that is the over. Oh no, it's not. No, it's
I
not.
thought it was 130. I'm not doing 131. Oh, it's been set.
Well,
The rate has climbed a bit, and on DL, I think they'd find themselves a long way behind, being 4 down at this stage. Is the scoreboard right? Thank you. I'm only asking because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm not questioning you, I'm questioning me every time.
he says self-abasingly.
So he comes into bowl again. Big swing. There's no change in the approach of the bats. Well fielded.
Looks like
Well
looks
fielded,
like
Sean O'Reen.
very good bit of fielding there.
Put his hand down, stopped the ball inside the rope, and then rolled over the rope onto the road. And he saved 2 runs there. Sorry, who hit that?
Batsman number 6.
Thank you. And they got 2, didn't they? Did they get 2?
Yeah.
Which means batsman number 6 is still facing. This scoring malarkey. I'm not used to it at all. Another big dugout. He's running for the single. Sean O'Reen went to the right end. His teammates were a little slow to back it up. But that's 1 to number 6. And now number 5 is batting.
And this seems like long over.
Well,
I'm going to assume it's the wickets.
it's the wickets falling there.
Yeah.
When Rohan was batting, it was because he kept losing the ball.
Yes, well, that's looking like a very handy knock at this stage.
What would you define as a proper batsman? Because from the batting I've seen so far, it's been attacking.
Not this would be my
Yeah,
my answer there.
it's certainly attacking batting.
Indeed.
They're looking to take on every bowler. Wide ball. Oh, that goes on the total.
And extends the over a bit more.
Yes. My goodness, that ratted. That did not get up at all. Whether it took some boot or bottom of the bat, it didn't come off the ground at all. Shovey did quite well to keep that.
Very well.
Right, Justin back into the attack again.
Over number 3, I think Justin will back himself against this batsman. He's had 3
Looks
wild
like a change
swings
of
so far.
umpire. Have you ever seen a man so happy to be relieved as umpire? The speed he ran off the field
Sprints
at
off.
suggests that he really wasn't happy umpiring today. Wants to get back to his phone, back to Facebook.
Is this getting recorded, is it?
It's being streamed live
Where?
on the internet.
YouTube.
Cricket Ireland?
No, Pembroke Cricket. Pembroke Cricket live.
Facebook?
No, YouTube.
If Cricket Island do want to stream, of course, I'm sure that could be arranged.
It should be arranged. Cricket Island should have a facility to show any game that's
Oh,
streamed.
goal, good goal.
Another
It'll
wild
just be a
swing.
single. But it's a wild swing. Again, another one that will give the batsmen, the bowlers, encouragement.
Definitely.
That was 1 to number.
Yes.
So that's. Oh, it's number 7 that's in now, isn't it? Yeah. It's actually 5 down.
No. No, 5 and 6. That's fine.
Okay. 5 and 6.
Number 5 yet to get off the mark, facing.
It's in the air. There's no man there.
Well,
Shell comes across from the offside. Rafe comes in from the boundary. Rafe has a bit of energy about him this evening. Obviously,
indeed.
Obviously not working hard enough at work. No, I'm absolutely drained after a day's work.
Bit of a nothing shot there from the batsman, but safe enough with no
And it was
mid-on
number
in
5
place.
that hit it. I say these things out loud not only for my listeners but for you to say, no he didn't. You got it wrong again. So 17 for 4 in this.
Has a little wave.
That's a good appeal. Good appeal. Oh yeah. Yeah, deep long on is definitely the players for an edge. Because you'll hear that before anybody.
Oh yes. Nothing from the keeper. Doesn't deter Rafe.
Sorry, I left 5 overs gone
There
now.
are, yeah.
Again, this is why I ask the questions, because I'm often behind. I've been called behind many times.
Oh my.
Oh, Shovey with the sharp stumping chance after Justin beats another.
It's another wild
Flaming bat, I'd
swing.
say.
can't help but feel on this pitch it's not the right way
So,
to go about
this is
things.
batsman number
6.
Number 6. So Zorro with his flashing blade. One feels that we're going to see it again now. Oh no!
Oh
this
no!
time it just
That was
plays
probably
it
a ball to do it, you know.
low full toss. Just lift it back over the bowler's head. You'll pick up a couple at least.
Maybe he's had a sudden change of heart.
I might even go
One.
another water in a minute.
Oh, maybe
big
not.
Swing.
Maybe not. Jeez.
Another super ball by Justin. That over seemed incredibly short by
Yes.
comparison. Sir, is the scoreboard right? Yay! So I can tell you, faithful watchers, that it's 17 for 4 off 6 overs. The pursuit of 142 continues. So I may get 125 off 14. Does anyone disagree with that?
I do not. Just invisibly
Just under
frustrated.
9 and over now. 8.928574143.
Bowler's name?
Sean O'Reen.
Thank you.
Sean O'Reen. So they've brought on the wheels. He bowls very well. He's bowled every time I've seen him. He has a lovely rhythm, lovely run up, lovely repeatable action, and there's a bit of pace there. This one is slashed down to third man, where the batting hero Rohan Baja keeps them down to a single, and that's a single to number 6.
Number 5.
Shit.
Yeah, not completely off the middle of that shot. We'll give Sean a bit of confidence.
That's another big hit. Back over his head. And that's
Slightly more off the middle of that one.
so that was hit by batsman number 6. Doubling his score, taking him on to 8, taking the score on to 22 for 4.
And
Let him
mid
try
off.
it again. This is the
Yeah.
thing. This is why Justin is so good, because Justin knows exactly how to. It's good wheels,
Well, he
good
le-
pace,
he le-
good pace. It stayed low.
very good comeback.
Batsman want to be careful how many of those he leaves.
Indeed. Very full delivery.
There was always going to be a stand somewhere. Is this it? Next ball now. Just played off the stumps, really.
Through the covers. Not quite a cover drive, Craig, I don't think.
No,
But it brings 4.
took it off the stumps, I feel. Sean pitched one up on the stumps and he just swung at it.
Yes,
He doesn't care.
Nope. He's trying his best to get that run rate down.
Well, he heard me say 8.9.
He must have.
Didn't hear the rest of it, but the 8.9. Oh, no, that would have been a very sharp chance. Hit back past the bowler. Bowler stuck a hand out in hope more than expectation. Oh, here come the Seagulls. That was batsman number 6. He moves on to 13. Score moves on to 27. And this is the 7th over. Oh, that's much better. Sean O'Reen with a different batsman there.
Very nice finish from Sean there.
So that's over up, and it's 27 off 7. So they got, I think, 10 off that over in the end. Those couple of 4s making a big difference. Brought the run rate down by 0.1 of a run.
There we go.
And No, I can bore my viewers.
That'll be
Runs per over required. Countdowns. Things you try and avoid, yeah? Now they need 72 off 83 and all this sort of malarkey. I do try. Still learning. Kashal now, heading back.
Justin to finish up his spell here.
Well, in fairness, Justin is the ideal man to be opening. And not so much to be closing.
Yes, fair
You
comment.
feel they would go after him. But up front, his nagging line and length, and especially when you're 4 wickets down
Indeed.
after 7 overs, you don't want to take too many liberties. Although, you watch, 3 dot balls, there'll be a huge hoik.
1 dot ball as it goes.
Yes, well, that was out by a couple there, wasn't it? Wow.
Yeah, particularly on a pitch like this, that nagging line and length is
It's a godsend for a captain.
it really is. That's surely a nick there. Oh, yeah, and
This
the
time
umpire's
it's
given
given.
it. It was a
That's
blatant
batsman
edge.
number 6. Thank you.
His cameo ends. The brave knock. Clear edge there.
It was very clear this time. I mean, it's,
He seems to
the
have a
mere
couple of
fact
complaints.
the appeal was so muted, you'd thought after the previous one was turned down, I say one, I pick my words very carefully, after the previous appeal for a caught behind was turned down, you'd have thought they'd have gone absolutely nuts for
Well.
that one. And instead it was just, yeah, how's that?
Just so obvious, I think, wasn't it? There was
Well,
a
it was. Well,
batsman
it
seems to
was.
have a few complaints, nonetheless.
It's come off his gloves.
Oh no, it's just a change of gloves for the new bat.
So, 27 for 5 now. The recovery stalls there. And that's the end of that over. Oh no, it was Justin that got it, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get there. Oh no, pear-shaped. All that, and I'm looking at the board and hoping it won't change. So, new batsman is in. Batsman number 7.
Running out of numbers here, Adamstown.
Half the side back in the hutch. This has been a fine bowling display by the Pembroke openers.
It certainly has.
Late decision to wave a bat at that one.
A little bit of movement away there, I think, as well.
Yeah. He decided he definitely wanted to hit something, but that wasn't the one to go for. One comes off the edge of the bat, runs down towards third man. Couple of fielders going for it. They'll
a good
get the
chase.
2. And that's 2 to number 7.
An unconventional throw in. Very effective, though.
Yeah. And this guy is finishing up now. Always good to get the 5th bowler out of the way, you know. He's the 5th bowler, so if you can get away with him at the start, you do, you know. Wait till you see the rest.
Very good quick single there.
1 to number 5.
No, that was still number 7.
Okay, there we go, just testing.
Now,
30 on the board.
pretty terrific spell from the professor there, yes.
Well bowled, Justin.
Certainly done his job.
Super spell. More enthusiasm from the commentary box and from his teammates.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Craig. It is indeed. That was the 8th over, I believe.
Didn't Justin open?
No.
1, 2, But the rest of it's okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this looks like a change of bowling.
Sean's still on, I think.
Oh no, that's Sean O'Reilly. Yep. Sean O'Reen. Oh, he just looked bigger because there was somebody standing behind
Behind him, yeah. It got me for a minute there. I think Sean will fancy himself against this new batsman.
Oh, finally a batsman playing a proper shot. Didn't try and overhit that, just ran it down to third.
Yep. Played it very well.
He'll get 2 for that. He's gonna... If he's gonna play proper cricket shots, rest of his teammates are gonna disown him.
It's not aggressive enough.
Oh, this time Sean O'Reen nearly finding the edge.
Squares him up completely. Shovy's convinced he's going to get a stumping that way.
Well, he does like the rolling up of the ball. Sean O'Reen now. He's starting to find his pace now. That's all right. Won't worry too much about that.
Batsman takes 1 to deep square leg.
So number 10 is actually number 5. Now Sean comes in again. Oh, full toss, and that's an edge goes down.
Oh, it's well picked up.
Oh my goodness. They get back for 2.
Nice bit of field in there.
Number 5 gets another 2. Score moves on to 35. There could yet be a twist in the tail of Monday night cricket.
Monday night 4:30 start in cricket.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. That's well, that's a good lens from Sean, and it's not getting a huge amount of lift anymore, this pitch. This pitch has been used a few times over the weekend, dot ball.
Not aided by Saturday's
Torrential.
storm.
Biblical.
Yeah.
Biblical. I had to open the shore in the back garden because the drains just couldn't cope with the amount of water coming down. Another good ball.
Basically a carbon copy there.
He's just bowling a nice length that
Nice
this
end
guy
to the
can't
over.
get hold of. Donica, would you do me a favour, mate? Would you go into the kitchen and fill that up with cold water?
Go on, Donica.
And that one
Thanks,
as well.
mate.
No, do you want one?
We're on the way to the top.
Oh, the tap's fine as well. In fact, if you want to leave the cups here and fill them up from your bottles, I don't mind.
Hint, hint.
COVID doesn't bother me at all. It does actually. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me that I might give it to somebody else and they might suffer with it. That's the
Comment.
the thing about COVID. It's not whether I get it or not. I've had it and I'm vaccinated. So even if I do get it again, it should be mild. I saw a post yesterday over the weekend, and it was one of these anti-vaxxers.
Oh,
and
yes.
they posted, do you see how the virus is now targeting people who haven't had the vaccine? I tell you, Twitter is a great barometer of stupidity.
Oh, you get
Anyway.
some classics.
Talking of Twitter, my Twitter handle is Craig at PCC, or PCC, no. let me
Craig
start that
underscore
again.
PCC, is it, I believe?
No, it's just Craig PCC.
Oh, there we go. One of those variations,
Anyway, have a go. See who you get in touch with.
There won't be many along those lines. As Rafe is about to begin the 10th over of the match, of the innings.
35 off 9.
Bit of a loosener to start up. We've all been there.
35 for 5 off 9. Chasing at Pembroke. 1 for 1. Just put a little tweet out there under Pembroke's hashtag.
Much better ball.
Oh, that's better, Rafe.
Much better line, that.
Now, if you watch this action very closely, you'll see he doesn't bowl off the wrong foot, but it just doesn't appear natural or smooth. But it's worked well for Rafe over the last few years. He's picked up a number of wickets. Are they going to make you take the book out with you when you bat? Because nobody else will do it for you. Oh, this one's
Just
wide.
Just drifted
That
away
takes
there.
the score on 37. Thank you so much, Donica.
Thank you, sirs.
Oh, that feels good and cold as well.
Thank you, Mr. B.
That was nice.
Very nice. There's a dog ball there if you like
I
something
tell you,
further.
I'm not far off diving into that as well. That one's gone down the leg side. That's going to be a wide. Score moves on to 38. Rafe's radar not quite functioning as yet. Try turning it off and turn it on again.
Even Rafe struggling to find some bounce on this pitch.
Same for both teams, and if anything, it should be drying out more. Although, if you subscribe to... That's much better from Rafe. If you subscribe... Michael Sharp, who's one of the elder lemons here, in fact, he's one of the oracles down here, knows everything that's happened in Leinster cricket since about 1955. Ran junior cricket for a huge number of years. But he reckoned that if the tide's in, the water table rises here. And
Okay.
That's one of the things that you should really check the tide tables. If you can get the tide going out in the back in the afternoon rather than the morning, the pitch just dries out better and better.
Right.
It becomes a road if the tide's gone out. But if the tide comes in, then it sort
There
of
we go.
negates the effect of the sun on it.
There we
So
go.
Was that another dot ball?
It was.
Okay.
Playing a miss.
I'm glad you're keeping an eye. Watching this game.
Luckily, the Adamstown scorer is doing a grand job too.
That
Short
one.
from Rafe.
That's
Picks up one.
one for number 7. I feel like I'm buying makeup in boots. I'll have one of number 7, please. Third off number 7 next time you shop at Boots. Well, they've got 2 scorers. There we go. Rafe is looking to drop another one in short. Four. Rafe!
Lucky, his order touch the rope. His order touch the rope. Yeah, touch it. His order touch the rope. Is a boundary. His order touch.
Very honest from the fielder there, Bruce Whaley.
Now, that was number 5.
It's 4 runs to Adamstown.
And that takes the score on 43 for 5 in this, the 10th over. Rafe's just going to keep jogging. Ah, the dart. I haven't seen a steam train this season yet.
Oh no.
No, we haven't been running the specials. Damn this COVID. That's short and wide.
Pace.
Takes the score on 44. And another wide.
Rafe's got a decent length going here. Just needs to
Just the
bring his
line
line in
slightly.
tight up.
It's a horrible feeling when you've bowled a few wides in an over. You've still got to keep going. That's all right.
Bit
Number
up.
5 gets another one.
Taking the strike.
Oh, the temperature's just dropped a couple of degrees, hasn't it? Once the sun's gone, that's it.
Sudden.
birds are starting to move back in again.
Welcome to
I don't
Ireland.
like the phrase. Evening. Don't like the phrase, but Rafe will be delighted to get out of that over.
Time left. Halfway through the innings.
Just now.
Adamstown sit on 46 for 5.
Well, they started this innings needing 7 and over, and so far they've just about scored 4.5 and over.
Need
It's
10.
going to leave them with a
10s?
9.5.
Yeah. Oh,
96.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going in for the decimal 6/10. Craig going for the about a half.
We've seen
Put a bit extra in the bag.
we've seen a
When it's the 10, it's too easy.
we've seen a few runs towards the end of the innings. Last few games on this ground though.
And there was always going to be a stand somewhere.
Nice.
Oh my word, that is not
confusion.
one to run to. Just because he middles it doesn't mean it's a run. Dot ball.
Nope, I know that to my detriment after yesterday.
Yes, but I believe the wicketkeeper called it through for a
Well,
single.
yeah, there's a slightly bitter taste.
That's nice.
Very.
Squares up the batsman. Dot ball. So out of the 60 balls that were remaining, there's only 58 now. 58 balls to get 96 runs.
You have to think this batsman's looked the most technically proficient in the lineup so far.
He has been. He's kept out good balls, and he's smeared runs down third, and he's actually played some shots as opposed to just trying to hit everything. Ooh,
He's
my
looking
word.
he's looking
not
very
he's not
eager.
wearing any sort of spikes. Those are flat shoes.
Ooh,
Those
they
not
are.
driving shoes. Did you see when he took off for the run? He tried to stop. It was a couple of little
Yeah,
skids.
that could have been disastrous.
He could end up slipping on his arse very easily.
He's looking a bit touchy now though. He's looking to get to the other end or try and
he's-
find some runs.
Got to find some runs. I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, and he's constantly looking at the scoreboard.
And another dot ball.
3 dot balls?
4, is that now?
4 dot balls. Excellent.
Maiden over at this stage, you'd have to think would
Well,
be a kick in the teeth for Adamstown.
backing you up, Shovey.
Leading edge.
He's not going to get there. He's not going to get there. It's just a single.
Edges one.
Single to number 5.
He finally gets down the other end.
Sometimes the secret of good batting is just to not be at the facing.
Indeed.
Good effort ball. It's
bouncer.
a wide. Score moves on to 48.
Is
Look
it
at
Lakeside
that.
wide? level.
Yeah, not exactly, but
It's tight enough though.
you could see on that one Sean's run up was wrong, and he just
Yeah,
stutter stepped,
yeah.
and that's why he decided I'm just going to fling it down.
Better run up this time. Fuller. Bit too full maybe.
Sail wash. Oh, the spaniel misses.
A fine effort.
Slip by the spaniel.
But it's 4 runs to Adamstown. Good
4
end to
runs-
the over for them.
4 runs to number 7.
And the 50 comes up.
Adamstown past 50.
Clap from the commentators if nothing else.
Yeah, you and me. That was it. That was you and me.
11 overs gone now. Rafe to continue.
So, 90 off 9. Oh, even I can do that one. No, no.
No need for the calculator.
Apparently, according to them, he's a good bowler.
It's looking very grey all of a sudden.
Yes, the mountain is disappearing, which is always a bad sign. The good sign is that the mountain to its right, if anything, has become clearer.
Fine, yes.
But there's a fine mist that's sort of drifting past the southern half, down towards Cherry Wood, up near where Andy Hill lives, actually. We'll pass over there. I sure his house will pass through the cloud. Two onto the total.
2 wides there.
2 wides.
Andy Hill, of course, the birthday boy yesterday.
Yes, 21 again. Well, that's what he scored.
Indeed, and he
anyway.
matched it with his score, yes.
Of course, having children kind of really counts against the, oh yeah, I'm 21 again.
And be another dead ball.
Rafe with his very, very long run up. Onto his second lap now. Andy Leonard celebrates with a lap after taking a wicket. Rafe celebrates getting to the wicket with a lap.
That's it. The Imran to here celebration.
Well, I think Andy Leonard was doing it before.
Well,
to here.
true. Bit of a stutter.
Rafe, lighter touch. Stop grabbing.
Yeah, he just needs to slow his action down a bit here. Find his lines again.
He thinks that by having it in his hand. Oh, that's the best ball he's bowled.
Terrific comeback there. Lovely Yorker.
And that's 1 to number 7. Oh, it has got chilly, hasn't it, all of a sudden?
Glad I bought my hoodie now.
Yeah. I'll be putting my jumper back on rapidly. This is at the stage of the game now where I tell everybody, don't come down without a jumper. And that's 6.
6 runs. It's been a good over this for Adamstown.
That's number 7. Oh no, that's number 5.
Is this the point he's decided to really accelerate?
Well, I think if Rafe is going to drop one short like that,
Oh yeah.
the ball before it was right up in the block hole.
Yeah.
The slower ball.
You can find that again. You can find that again.
Tried to find that one with the pace and instead pulled it down.
He just shortened his run up here.
Another big one. It's going to hit the grass before it hits the rope. The fielder gets there.
It's a better ball from Rafe though.
It is.
You have to say, you're going to get more chances with that than the previous. And
Here.
Pembroke react by
Spreading the field. Well. He tries to run that one down to 3rd.
Ray finding a bit of rhythm here. Touch wood.
Is the scoreboard right? Again.
First time you've asked that in a while.
It is. Something's happened in a while, to be honest.
Ooh, walked across the stumps a bit there. Probably was missing leg, but it's be worth seeing.
Just when Niall thought it was an easy day to work, he gets commentators who are picky. So Rafe now. Oh, very short. Oh, it's beaten Chovy behind the stumps.
Goodbye.
One bite.
Oh, well, look.
You could make a case it was missing leg.
Yeah, he did step back, but I think
Rafe,
he'll do some
missing
back.
leg.
Bit of movement.
Oh, absolutely.
Good comeback after the 6 from Rafe there. Nice end to the over. Score is 65 for 5 from 12.
I was having to say the over. I go, oh yeah. Just checking that the scoreboard is correct.
There is 77 required from 8 overs.
Well, that over certainly helped
It
them then,
is.
didn't it?
Somewhere between 9 and 10 now.
What did you say? 70?
77. 8.
9.625. That's one that Niall would work out. He likes the point something 25.
12.
Ooh, change of bowling.
Yes, say watch Safi. If he bowls properly, he'll bowl full.
That was a very full one to start.
Tough day today, Rafe.
Last four were alright.
Yeah.
Once you know you're coming off, you know you start.
Oh, then you relax. Also, I think you're holding the ball too tightly, and that's why you
Drags it
just
down a
into your
bit.
fingers, and it will come out more naturally. Just
really well the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Cricket.
Mondays.
she's a cruel mistress. Oh, Sirewash nearly getting
Iron ball.
number 5 to drag one onto his stumps, but instead he moves on to 19. Have to say, bowling makes your face go a strange colour, though.
Falling in the humidity, yeah.
Yep. 66 for 5 off 12 now. In the 13th over. Sirewash has got a wicket. He pulls it.
Drag on this
He
time.
drags it on. That's number 7 out. Man out, yes.
The biggest partnership of the match comes to an end. Well, the innings, rather.
So 6 for 66 for our Australian friends. For our saner friends, it's 66 for 6.
The occult will be
Here's
happy
the
with
chairman
the
of
score.
selectors, Noel Goff.
Confuse everybody. First, we get the replay of the one that just missed leg stump.
That's a good shot there.
Yes.
Oh, well fielded, Rafe. Oh, that's great fielding.
That one-handed pick.
Great fielding, Rafe.
Look at that, they're
Confident man.
Oh. And then the very next ball does exactly the same again. Inside edge. Safi does
Gets
Josh,
him.
the Josh aeroplane. It's more a glider than an aeroplane.
Should have been dispatched.
Batsman saying it should have been dispatched.
And it should have been, but instead
Alas.
you're back here.
He was the one who was dispatched.
66 for 6. Still 76 required.
Is this a permanent change in the filming arrangements?
We have no
Gazebo?
lid for the gazebo at the moment,
Ah.
and the chance of rain is just too high. There's one to number 8.
Singles there. Rohan, field, squeeze that. Keep going.
And get Bruce on to bowl. That's the other one.
You'd only show us all up.
Give the crowd what they want.
Good Naveen as well.
Go to Bruce now. Clean up the tail.
It's not my decision, mate.
I know. Do you miss it?
Those days are gone.
I'll do it again at some stage, you know.
Yeah. You get dragged back in.
Come around.
Yeah, stop chatting. That's what that one was. He's just jealous. Can you imagine if we had stump mics? Shovey would be on the phone every 3 minutes. Oh, that's a super ball by Sirewash. Well kept.
Tremendous ball.
Well kept. Well bowled Sirewash. Another over goes.
A fine over that.
So 67. 75 off 7.
Just the 2 from that over, yes, and the wicket, of course. Impressive.
Yeah, once again, I'd like to point out to my maths teachers over the years, I do have a calculator everywhere I go. And do you know what I haven't picked up since school? Log tables.
Algebra.
Oh no, sometimes algebra can be a little useful.
It's
I'll
interesting.
tell you now.
Naveen.
Naveen.
Yes, I wonder what excuse they use now, with given that everyone does have calculators.
And scientific ones as well, if you turn your iPhone sideways.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't
Tremendous.
know. I don't know what half of those mean.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I can never work out when you'll be using the trigonometric functions on the iPhone calculator, but it's good to have.
Absolutely. I'm forever getting called out in crowds, you know. It used to be, is there a doctor in the house? No, it's somebody. Does somebody have a calculator with scientific functions? Oh, that's that's definitely.
Word. That he
I can't see how that was.
Stepped back onto his stumps. That looked.
Tried line, which
special combination. Well, it's a good appeal. Good appeal.
Oh, the first bit of spin action this innings is
Effective.
has worked well. The first two balls.
Again, I suspect there'll be a loss of patience here, and an almighty hoik, and it's going to go straight up in the air.
And just like clockwork.
He's out to Cal. Sean Irene has to come 20, 30 yards in on from the boundary to fetch it, and it's a single to number 8.
Gets the danger man on strike.
Well, again, just as Rohan provided an anchor's role for the Pembroke innings, that's what this guy's been doing.
Has no answer to that delivery though. Here we
that was
go.
a good one.
Another look at the LBW.
I hope Steve McCarthy's watching live from Sydney Parade.
Hard to see.
He liked
Maybe.
he liked the tweet.
Oh,
That's good. That's good. On your way.
He's walking.
He didn't even bother looking to the umpire.
Square leg umpire did not have a job to do there.
So it'll be numbers 8 and 9 together, and this is proving to be actually a fine, fine performance. So a late change in the batting order. Oh,
Number 9 very keen to get out. Yeah, no need for the square leg umpire there.
come down the track. He's missed it completely and showed it.
Lovely bit of glove work.
Showing admirable patience.
Lovely bit of glove work.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. $68 for 7.13. This game may not go the 20 overs. Oh, you don't play back to that. Oh. And that's a fine over. As he says over, he presses the button. 68 for 7 now. Steve McCarthy, interested, loyal and concerned, a true Capricorn. So, what is it, 74 required now?
Yeah, just the 3 runs off the last 2 overs. Above 2 a ball needed now.
This is batsman number 8 facing now. And Sayawash to continue from the St John's end. It's getting a bit misty here now. That one's a bit shorter than perhaps anyone wanted. And that's 1 to number 8. That takes the score up to, is James Cresswell watching? Giggity. 69 for 7 now, as we go into the last 6 overs. Good evening. Again, another short one, played out in the offside this time. Rafe Garland's found himself very close there. He's less than saving a single. He almost seems to be in a catching position. Certainly in a... He's given himself a yard or 2 there now. He stood a bit close in my opinion. What would I know? Great ball for Sailwash, super slower ball. He brought that one out from his bag of tricks, and there was no answer from the batsman. It's like watching a woman getting a leg sewn off.
Yeah, I don't think he quite picked that one.
You know it's a trick, it looks like a trick, and you still fall for it. That's better. Just played off the hips, played out to square leg. And that's one to number... I go for number 9. Yeah? Yay! He's off the mark. 70 on the board now, nearly halfway there. It's going to take some assault from these batsmen and the batsmen to come. I think the scorer is going to score the winning runs with 36 off the last over.
That would be some entertainment on this Monday night. Oh, Bruce to have a shy.
Oh! All that for a dot ball. You heard that happen in a cup game up the north this year. They needed 35 off the last over.
I did see.
They got 36.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but no, it should never happen.
It really shouldn't.
I say that, but if I'd been bowling, it could have happened. Sailwash to continue now. If it comes off the bat, somebody's going to have to explain that to Sailwash. If it comes off the bat... Oh, it didn't.
It didn't.
One leg by. I thought I heard it back there, did you?
It was a miss. Just sort of back frame.
So, last 5 overs, 71 required. It's taken them 15 overs to get 71, and now they have to score another 71 from 5 overs. It's going to be interesting. He says in a desperate attempt to stop everybody turning off and watching Emmerdale. 71 divided by 5. They need sneakers. Oh, I drop a long way. It's boundaries they need. Sailwash is too close. Not out, going down the leg side. Even the bowler accepted that one. No appeal, Rafe? Oh, I was expecting an appeal from you. All right.
Bit of an appeal from Bruce Whaley at sort of gully position. Ooh. Swing and a miss.
I don't speak much, or do, but hearing that the words offside halfway through a sentence is quite amusing. Oh, it's in the air. It's safe. Just a single to number 8. Takes the score on 72. 7 wickets down. 4.5 overs to go. It's been a good win by Pembroke, this. And it's all based on Rohan's runs. Because Pembroke were in just as much trouble at the start of their innings.
Shows the value of a half century in any T20 game. Oh, confusion.
Shovey unusually going for the wrong end. Justin had done some superb backing up work at the other end, and the ball never came. Another dot ball. Pembroke after 15 overs were at 90. That's just going to be a single. Single to number 9. Adamstown would have to look at their batting order before the next game, because there have been a couple of bats who've come in later on, number 5 and number 8, who have sort of played shots.
No playing that one though.
And their top order just all swung for the fence. I don't know if it was a deliberate ploy or a plan, but as plans go, there was no plan B.
Yes, perhaps got their batting order a bit reversed today.
The suggestion here on the Pembroke side seems to be that if we cut off the singles, they'll lose their heads going for the big shot. My view would be stop the boundaries, you win the game. Their way might win the game quicker,
Indeed.
taking wickets, but I think strangling the game is the way to go. Saywash has bowled very well here. He hasn't gone too short. And it's a very strange, not strange action, but it's very unusual, like unique action. He gets that arm very straight, very early. There's one thing I find.
Bit of Bumrah about it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this is one of the things I find about commentating is I'm starting to recognise bowlers from their action rather than how they look. Slower ball, head out to Rafe. That slower ball was a bit more telegraphed.
Bit shorter as well.
College. It was these last 4 overs where Pembroke actually set their target. Oh, that's a bit short. Let's play the way down here to the clubhouse.
Keep pushing on!
Oh, bit of football.
Great football skills. Well, now, why didn't he just volley it back in as well? He used his foot to stop it. Surely he could. Now, that was. Sorry, what happened there? 2 to 1 to. 2 to number 8? Number 9. There we go. 75 is the score now. That's a good ball from Saywash, tucking up the batsman. He's gone for the big hit, and it's just it's gone through. Rohan has missed that. Didn't know whether to go for the catch or to stay for the runs, and decided not to do either. 2 to number 9. Played away on the leg side.
Bowler's end.
Oh, direct hit might have been interesting. But at this stage, I think Pembroke are quite happy to let Adamstown take singles. I don't know why they've got the field in trying to stop these singles. However, it's working. How many overs gone now, please?
17. 3 to go in this one.
I've forgotten whether I pressed the button or not, to be honest.
Plenty needed.
Saywash. So, Naveed to continue. Oh, it's just pushed out to the left of Saywash. He recovers. But there is a man there, and that's a single to number 9. Lights starting to show on the dart now. First sign of fading light here. That's lovely. Well bowled, well kept out. But it's just a dot ball, and Adamstown can't afford that now.
Nope. Probably haven't been able to afford it for 5 or 6 overs, really.
Yeah. They'll be looking for 2 here.
Should get it easily. And 2.
Comfortable 2. Won't be silly enough to look for 3. Batsman number 8 getting 2. Now will Adamstown get to 100? They're still 61 short of their target, with 2.5 overs to go. This is going to be another last over thriller. Run out. Batsman number 9 is out.
Yep, pretty simple one there. And,
don't think there's too much to worry about there. But they had to go for the runs.
Indeed.
I mean, the run rate now is just reaching ridiculous proportions. How many balls left in this over?
14 balls left.
Oh.
Start.
So that even if they hit a 4 off every ball remaining now, they still lose. So why would you have anybody in saving the single? Let them run 3 every ball.
Well, they may as well swing for the houses
Oh,
then.
they've got to swing for the houses. Better to die on your feet than...
There we go.
Hey! Kushel gets there, and it's only a single. And as we know, only a single makes the rate go up. So, last ball of the 18th over is a dot ball. So Wash Fields winds up for a throw, and then quite wisely just hangs on to the ball. 2 overs to go, too many runs to look for. Not enough wickets in hand, and this game now is Pembroke's.
Yep. 30 needed from the last 2.
10 sixes from 12 balls.
The guy who the fifth
6
came
off
up
6
against
was a bit-
yesterday. You'd back himself anyway.
16 ball 50.
Yeah.
I tell you, one would love to see the North County star in this. Anyway, look, he hit a 26 ball 50 last week, he hit a 16
Indeed.
ball 50 this week. He's not going to score another run until 2025.
Of course not.
So, we have a man out of Cow Corner now, and we have a guy down at the scoreboard, and we have a guy square leg, deep square leg, and everybody on the offside is in on the single.
Just sliding down there, I think.
I think the appeal was more about stopping any singles being taken rather than an appeal. It wasn't exactly the most robust of appeals.
So then, he's going to have to get a 6 from the last 5 hit. Nice shot, actually. Unfortunately, just not at this stage.
2 to number 10. Your grand is on the other camera. I tell everybody that, whether it's on the other camera or not. I don't see why people should feel they have to duck. So 2 off that ball takes the score to 84. Slower ball. Bruce throwing everything at that. Keeps it down to a dot.
1 for the cameras.
Part of the Whaley, we'll call it Whaley Watch. In about 5 years' time, we'll put together all the clips.
Good. I like that.
Another dot ball.
It's not going to do it at this stage. Maybe just trying to build the average a bit here.
No. Good slower ball. That's clubbed back down the ground. Sean O'Reen will get there. They may go for 2. They decide not to. Probably wisely with Sean O'Reen's arm. So another 1 on the board to number 10 takes him on to 4. Outscoring many of his colleagues. And this time Rafe is there. Keep it down to 1. And that's the end of that over.
And barring no balls and wides, the end of the chase.
Well, they need 9 1/3 a ball now. Not impossible, but
Certainly not.
damn close. And are they bringing Rafe on? Just for a moment there was a flicker of hope
Wow,
in the Adamstown camp. No, that's mean. That's mean and cruel. And that's not me.
I think their hope was on the skies going grey,
I think
unfortunately.
their hope is on the earth opening up.
Mm.
And everyone collapsing into it. That's a nice shot. It's only going to get him a single.
Good fielding display from Pembroke today, you must say.
Not been bad. Saywash put down a catch.
Yeah.
But then since he put down that catch, every other wicket's just tumbled. So
Yeah. So hindsight, a brilliant drop.
yes, yeah. It's the old Busway effect. If he caught that, the next two could have won the game.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, a good appeal, Rafe. Good appeal from here. I really don't think there's...
Ooh.
Let's hit out into the outfield.
Oh, it's a fine effort.
Not only did he drop it, but he dropped it and made sure it was 20 yards closer to the pitch. That was 1 to number 10.
Yes, he stopped two. He stopped at least one extra run there with his drop.
I do love the mute button. Dot ball. 88 for 8. Batsman number 8 is on 8. Isn't it in China that 8 is a lucky number? Certainly in Korea. Edge down towards third man where Bruce Whaley's putting in the chase.
Chasing.
They're going to get 2.
He gets there.
2 to number 8. Takes him on to Chen.
And is this the last ball?
Oh, I hope so.
The
Have you enjoyed
scorer
your time in the box, Sam?
loved it.
Would you do it again?
Thank you very much. Of course, I'll be back.
Excellent. We're putting together a rota now.
Oh. And he ends with
Ends
a
with a
leave.
dot ball.
Protect his average.
They needed 52 from the last ball,
Yeah.
so leaving it, I think, was
play.
pretty much okay.
The scorer ends with a bit of pad rash.
So that's a fine win for Pembroke.
Thank you.
We did nothing. We just talked about the game.
Yes, convincing win there. 52 runs the difference.
Oh, 51.
51 runs
They
the difference.
required 52.
Yeah, 51 runs the difference. Never really looked in doubt after the first couple of overs, has to be
it
said.
didn't. It didn't. And that's a final round performance. Plenty of people
is.
contributed today.
The early wickets proving again what a killer they are
Well,
in the short format.
as we know in the fifths.
Indeed, indeed.
So thank you very much for joining us. We'll leave you with Niall's usual highlight package and teams coming off the ground. And I think the next production Niall's thinking of putting together is...
TBC.
Let's see what happens on Friday. May or may not.
possibly on Friday.
Rowan go first now. Rohan, Justin, Ikhtiar. Oh, skipper. All right, team performance.
Well bowled. Well bowled. See you, Rowan. See you next weekend.
Sorry?
See you next weekend. Hopefully. Unlucky, lads. Well done, lads.
Thank you.
Well done. You'll be able to watch it back now all on YouTube. I'm sure you don't want to watch that. You can watch the first innings back on YouTube. Maybe not the second innings. So that's another Pembroke production done. Niall will be back at least next weekend. I know next Sunday he'll be covering the fourths as the fifths toil away on the junior pitch
Again.
And I'd like to thank those of you who did tune in on a Monday evening. Just hope that was better TV than Coronation Street and Reeling in the Years. It's a misty, cool Pembroke now as the fourths congratulate each other. There's a whole load of back slapping going on. Well done to Rohan for his 57. And then well done to the bowlers, Justin and Naveed. In fact, all of the bowlers bowled very well.
Very.
So there are the highlights of the match when it was sunny. It was a wide camera today, but you know what? It worked well. You can see the umpire on that one, Rafe, just going, oh, I can't do anything but give you out. Big six. Another big shot. Is it? That's the one that went into the fence. And then the fielder went back to the fence, to the road. You thought, well, why? It's still going to clear your head by 20 yards. But Rahun was definitely the difference between the two teams. One good half century, a little bit of support. That's all Adamstown needed, but instead they all came out flying for the fence when they just needed one person. Oh, there it is, the shot of the day. And not only plays shot of the day, he gets 3 for it. Well done, Bruce. Well, that's gone a long way. I love the way Bruce runs anyway. He plays that away. And he gets run out. But he was well aware of what the team situation was. And still was willing to
No
sacrifice
ill
it.
will.
No, still hoping that the gods would join on him. So, with that, we'll let you finish off the highlights. And enjoy your evening, and we'll see you again shortly. Thank you very much from PCC IPTV, Channel 3.